si me mira un perro granote. Sí, güey. ¿Qué onda? A ver.
Salud, mi gente, your boys coming through once again. Before we continue with this video, do not forget to hit the like, subscribe to the channel. For those who've been showing love and support, I do highly appreciate every single one of you guys, man. So in today's video, I'm gonna talk about three inmates who went viral in Baja California Norte, right? These girls had a TikTok account, and by the way, they are locked up. If you didn't hear me, they are locked up, right? And they were doing live streams, answering questions, showing their daily routines, showing their meals and stuff like that, asking for money. And one of those videos got in the hands of the right person that actually blew up this story. And the governor, the warden, got this information. Of course, the warden is going to look like a clown, right? He's supposed to keep the safety and security of that prison. Now, if the inmates have devices, hold on, man, that shows there's corruption in your prison. Simple as that, which there's corruption in every single prison. Simple as that, man. Simple as that. All Mexican prisons, believe me, those inmates have phones. Now, what I know is that you don't supposed to do video calls because you can get in trouble. It's not with the guards, but it's actually with the inmates. Why? Because they don't want you to mess up the program, right? Okay, you got a phone, do what you're gonna do. Sometimes people call businesses asking for money or whatever the case might be, right? Whatever you want that phone, but don't do a video call. Why? Because you're gonna show that you're actually in prison and you don't supposed to have a phone. The thing about this is that this girl decided to do that, and the warden got a hold of that. So that was basically that story that Telemundo put out there, right? Oh my God, this inmate went viral because they had a phone. They're giving you the business, and that's it. Now, I'm going to give you the story that came on this side of the fence, right? So after they got caught, right, the warden got a wind of it. The governor got a wind of it. The inmates end up taking justice by their hand. I'm pretty sure that the warden, whatever officer was bringing those phones, gave that information to the inmates. And those inmates beat up those girls, man. They beat them up so bad that their family couldn't go and visit them. Their family couldn't even go and see how they were. You know, they had to send the lawyers to make sure they're okay. And guess what? The lawyers were not even allowed to go into that prison. That's how bad they got beat up, right? And why was this? Why? Because they are messing with the routine. They're putting everybody on the spot, especially the warden, right? Me personally, I don't believe that the warden can control that, because at the end of the day, the ones who bring that is going to be staff, and it's going to be a dealing between staff and inmate. Whatever they change, money, smiles, body, whatever the case was, they already did what they did, right? The warden is not going to have eyes on everything. Simple as that, right? But the governor of Baja California wasn't thinking, she was not thinking that. She was like, man, you are fired. You can't run that prison. This job is no longer for you. And she put somebody else ahead of that prison, right? Now, it is funny how the Mexican governor, not the Baja California governor, and the Mexican media blew this out of proportion. Why? Because we have seen many channels on the internet making YouTube channels, TikTok channels. I mean, a lot of inmates are doing this, right? There's this one inmate from Central America. I forgot his name, man, but this guy has hundreds of thousands of subscribers. That guy is peaking like 60K views per video, 100K views per video, man. He's been on, I think he was on YouTube, right? I'm assuming he's on TikTok as well, but he's been on social media and he's been making bank. Now, the thing that I do question is, how come this guy can move to different prisons and keep the same phone? How come this guy does not get caught with the phone? Because it's not only him. I have seen other inmates in where they're having like a boxing night, and you see every single inmate with the phone in the middle of the day room. And it seems like it seems like this happened in a federal prison, right? So I don't know how they run it, but for my knowledge, for what I know about prison, is that You don't want to put your face out there. You don't want to show that you're in prison, man. You don't want to do that. Why? Because eventually that comes back to you, and you don't want to lose $2,000 on the phone just because you want to put your face out there. Validation, right? As a matter of fact, there's another one. They just popped up another YouTube channel of somebody who's locked up in California, right? But there was this guy who is possibly still locked up in California, and he actually just put it out there. He's from Lancaster. He's from Lancaster, man. And you know what? That whole time he was saying that, uploading his videos, knowing that he was in that prison, he actually reported on a live event that took place in his building, right? And he actually gave the description of how it happened. But the whole time I'm thinking, like, hold on, man. This guy's putting his face out there. He's not caring. And he's still not getting busted. I'm pretty sure he got busted already, right? That's one thing for IGI. If somebody reports that you are doing social media, they're going to go hit your cell because they want that phone. I've seen it done many times. They go and search that cell. They come with the phone. That's easy $2,000 at your cell, just like that. So for somebody to actually risk it just for the, I don't know, the validation, that glorification of being in prison, whatever the case might be, right? That is crazy. That is crazy. I mean, all you're going to do is just an extra 60 days that you're not going to be able to get back. But first of all, that is 60 days, 60 days, right? But the thing about this is that I don't understand how come somebody just keep on going knowing that eventually it's going to crash out. Eventually they're going to find out who he is. They got his face. All they have to do is just show that picture to every cop in whatever building, to every cop. Do you know him? Do you know him? Do you know him? Easy. Find him. Oh, Lancaster. Okay, it has so many yards. Let's go to every building and see if the cops know this inmate. Simple as that, man. Why complicate your life, right? So you see the difference? In the States, you have inmates who have accounts. You have inmates who seem they have more freedom towards social media, towards the phone, which in Mexico, even though you have heard stories of people coming in, partying, inmates going out and putting in work and then eventually coming back to the jail. But when it comes down to social media, when it comes down to a phone, they're on the hush because there could be consequences, right? Which these girls didn't know. These girls test the waters and they got burned. For what I know, they're okay, man. They haven't been no reports of somebody becoming alive, but they did got their lives. I mean, their ass whooped for sure, man. So with this being said, we are out to next video. Muchas gracias. Saludos a todos and stay free, man. There's nothing more valuable than your freedom. Believe it when I tell you that. Once you learn to value your freedom, man, that's all that matters. That's all that matters, man. So with this being said, we're out.